Simpsons. And now, from this point forward, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We have a show for you tonight that is attractive and has a great personality, too. John Hamm is here. He plays a character in the new movie Minions, which is animated, which is good because that way we don't have to look at his hideous face. Also tonight, from Masters of Sex, the exceptionally delightful Lizzie Kaplan, a very funny young comedian named Jesse Elias, and sitting in with the Cletones, the one and only Sheila E. is with us. Sheila's got an autobiography that just came out in paperback. It's called The Beat of My Own Drum. Now, Sheila, you and Cleto have known each other for years. Our band leader, Cleto, right?
Yeah, like 15 years or so. But I think we're related, you know.
Well, that's funny because you guys have your last names are almost exactly the same, Escovedo. I know I'm pronouncing it badly, but...
No, but you're right. But the thing is, my grandfather, we were Escovedo, and he changed it in about 1937, so we are Escovedo.
I remember when you first met, Cleto told me this story, and he was trying to convince you that you weren't related because he wanted to have sexual relations. Is that in the book?
Yeah.
You might have to write another book. So the great Sheila E. is sitting in with Cleto. The U.S. national soccer team, our soccer team, beat Colombia last night, 2-0. Again, they're advancing now to the quarterfinals of the Women's World Cup. The American team will travel to Ottawa, where they'll face China on Friday. They say China has a slight advantage this time around, which makes sense. Their country makes all the balls, so it does. But for now, it's time to celebrate from the big win yesterday. It's time for the World Cup play of the day. Catch your breath. Meanwhile, in regular football news, New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady today began an appeal of his suspension for illegal deflation of balls. The NFL found that it was, quote, more probable than not that Brady was at least generally aware of wrongdoing. So they suspended him for the first 4 games of next season. His appeal is being heard personally by the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, who will attempt to remain impartial while staring into Tom's gorgeous blue eyes. Tom Brady testified under oath today. Imagine having to testify under oath about doing this to a football. Mr. Brady, at any time, did you do this to a football? No, Your Honor, I did not. They're saying the only thing that can save Tom Brady now is a tweet from Taylor Swift. So please pray for him. As you're no doubt unfortunate enough to know, Donald Trump is running for president of the United States. Last week, Donald Trump's poll numbers last week weren't very good. They were terrible, in fact. But according to a new poll released today, Republican primary voters in New Hampshire have Donald Trump in second place. It's a real poll conducted by Suffolk University shows Donald Trump trailing Jeb Bush by just a 3-point margin, 14% to 11%. Trump has been spreading his message aggressively. He's even running video ads on his Instagram account. This one in particular, I think, may be part of the reason why his poll numbers are up. He makes some very good points. I'm going to say this. Say what you want about Donald Trump. Of all the candidates, he does look the maddest. Also on Instagram, Kim Kardashian West on Sunday revealed she's expecting a boy. It will be her second child with her husband, Kanye West. They already have a daughter named North. And a forensic artist, a guy by the name of Joe Mullins, took it upon himself to make a rendering of what he believes the new baby will look like. He studied photos of Kim and of Kanye, and this is what he came up with. Apparently, Kim Kardashian is giving birth to a 6-year-old alien. That's not a baby. according to this photograph, the kid is going to be a combination of Gary Coleman and a troll doll. Gary Trollman. The real question is going to be, what will they name the baby? North was an unusual choice, especially for a little girl, but that's not uncommon anymore. According to new statistics, gender-neutral baby names are on the rise. These are names that work for boys or girls, like Parker. Jordan is a popular name. Avery gets a lot of wedgies, I think. Gender-neutral names were big in the 60s, and they're making a comeback, and that's probably a good idea. You know, if Bruce Jenner's birth name was Jesse, could have saved us all a lot of confusion. Jesse Jenner, right? But people come up with a lot of strange names for their kids, especially people here in L.A. In L.A., you could name your baby Futon, and no one would say a thing. We thought this might be fun for tonight's pedestrian question, so we went out to Hollywood Boulevard. We talked to some parents. We asked them what's your name, and then asked the kids what's your name. So this is how it'll work. A parent will introduce him or herself, and we'll ask the child what his or her name is, and based on their parents' introduction, we together will try to guess if the kid has a gender-specific name or a gender-neutral name. Do you understand? I don't, but let's play. Here we go.
What is your name, ma'am?
Melinda.
Where are you from, Melinda?
Colorado Springs.
What do you do out there?
I'm an admin assistant.
Is this your daughter?
This is.
And what is your name?
Okay, so do we think Melinda from Colorado Springs' daughter, her name is gender-specific or gender-neutral? We're going to have to each answer individually. I'll go around the room. Let's find out.
Ryan.
Ryan, you're gender neutral.
Yes, I am.
All right, it seems to be working for her. Happy kid. All right, next is?
What is your name, ma'am?
Sophia.
Where are you from, Sophia?
From Hawaii.
Is this your daughter?
Yes.
And what is your name?
Okay, gender-specific or gender-neutral? They're from Hawaii. Yes, the Hawaii. All right, find out.
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
Like F. Lee Bailey?
Like Bruce Lee.
Like Caitlin Lee or like Caitlin Lee. You don't know, right? All right, here's another.
Tell us your name, sir.
Johnny Lamb,
Where are you from, Johnny?
Conover, North Carolina.
What do you do out there?
I'm in the furniture business.
Is this your daughter?
Yes, it sure is.
What is your name?
They're from North Carolina. I don't know if that means anything. Gender-specific or gender-neutral? All right.
Jaden Lamp.
Jaden.
Yes, sir.
Why Jaden?
Well, we wanted to pick a unisex name that really was kind of original. And then probably about a month later, we found out that Will Smith named his son Jaden. So that kind of went on.
Will Smith owes them an apology. All right, here's another.
What's your name, sir?
Ethan Morehart.
Where are you from, Ethan?
Akron, Ohio.
Is this your son?
Yes.
What's your name?
Ethan's son? Oh, let's find out.
Cage.
Cage.
Yep, named after Nicolas Cage.
You think you're ever going to remove your face and trade it with John Travolta?
No.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Cage might be gender neutral because it could be cage or like a prison cage or la cage au feu. We don't know. I think we have one more.
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Shay Howard,
Where are you from, Shay?
Arizona.
And is this your son?
Yes, it is.
What is your name?
Gender specific or gender neutral? All right.
Sir Yancey Howard.
Sir Yancey.
Yes.
Well, sir is definitely not gender neutral.
It sure isn't.
No, it isn't. I think Yancey might be a weirder choice of names than Sir, right? Yeah, so, well, thanks to everyone for taking part in our little guessing game, especially Cage and Sir Yancey. All right, now what we're going to do next is we're going to play Show and Tell. This is the Wall of America, and on the Wall of America right now, there are many people from all over the country, and they have items to show us and tell us about. And, oh, well, I can see the guy from Schenectady looks like he's going to be a winner already. So when we come back, Show and Tell. We'll be right back. And comedian Jesse Elias are on the way, but right now it's Show and Tell time. Viewers from all over the country are looking in on our big Cisco screen. We call it the Wall of America. They have items they would like to share with us, and and there are some interesting characters here on the screen tonight. And I believe Scott from Schenectady will be our first Show and Teller. Hello, Scott from Schenectady.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Now, Scott. It's weird for someone who looks like this to be named Scott, but I can see you're a White Walker from Game of Thrones, correct?
That is correct.
And you made this costume yourself?
No. I saved up for about 6 months and bought it from a company.
You did, really? There's a company that makes these?
Oh yeah, it's like the best company and
May I ask how much this cost you?
Well, don't tell my parents, but it's about $2,200.
$2,200. Wow. Don't tell your parents. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Oh, no. You might want to leave that off your Tinder account profile. All right, well, it was a real pleasure to meet you. I'm sure your parents are very proud. That's Scott. Oh, yeah. All right. Who else do we have? Let's go to Tyler from Woodstock, Georgia. Tyler from Woodstock. Hello, Tyler. How are you?
Hey, Jimmy. Good. How are you?
I'm good. What do you... Oh, I see you have a lot of pictures there behind you. Are those pictures of you as a baby?
Oh, no. Only one of those is me.
Okay. What do you have to show us?
Well, I have a signed photo of the best actor in the world, Nicolas Cage.
All right. Where did you get that?
Well, I bought it on eBay because it was really cheap.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it didn't come anywhere near me.
That's not your name on it, is it?
No, it says Ina.
It says Ina on it? I-N-A. It does say Ina on it. Why would you buy an autograph that says Ina on it?
Well, it's cheap. It's like, it was only like $5. And that wasn't $5.
I see.
It was like $70, and I didn't want to pay $70 for that.
I see. Are you a fan of Nicolas Cage's?
I am.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
Would you ever consider naming your son after him?
It's crossed my mind before.
It has crossed your mind, right? All right, all right. Well, very good, Tyler. What a great item that is. Congratulations on it. Oh, let's go to Cookie, who has a big bag of something there. Cookie from Cleveland, Texas. Hi, Cookie. How you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. What do you have in the bag?
I have a surprise for you.
All right. Seems like a...
What is that?
Oh, my God. What the hell is that?
Whoa, it's a wallaby in a bag.
Why do you have a wallaby in a bag? Cookie, is that your wallaby?
It is my wallaby.
And where did you get it?
I got it from a wallaby breeder nearby.
There's a wallaby breeder nearby?
There is.
Why are they breeding wallabies in Texas?
Well, because they're just fun to have. And I've had him for almost 11 years.
Oh, you have? Wow.
And actually, he even has a cowboy hat.
What is his name?
His name is Jellybean.
Jellybean, and does he jump around the house?
He does jump around the house. He's very good at jumping. He jumps very far.
Does he live in the house with you?
He does when he wants to, but he likes to be outdoors. So he lives outdoors a lot.
Do you have a lot of strange animals like that, or is it just Jellybean?
Yes, I do.
I have to tell you something. If I saw that thing in the middle of the night, I would move.
And this is our other friend. We have a horse, too. This is Snickers.
What?
This is Snickers.
Oh. Okay. Wow, that's Snickers. And is that that's a little horse, isn't it?
It's a full-grown little horse. It's an American miniature horse.
Why are they in the house?
Well, because they wanted to meet you, of course.
Oh, well, that's nice. Is there any chance that either of these...
And he's a house-trained horse.
Is he really a house-trained horse? Huh? So when you say house-trained, like he will wait to go to the bathroom till he gets outside?
He will indeed.
He will. And how do you teach him to do that?
Just like you teach a puppy.
Why don't the police in New York train these horses not to crap on the streets?
Well, I think they do.
What's going on? Do the wallaby and the horse get along?
They do, but the wallaby's happy to be out of the bag now, so he's making like it.
I would think the wallaby is happy to be out of the bag. Does the wallaby ever ride the horse and go around the house?
No.
This
horse has established he does not want to be ridden.
Is that? Oh, all right. Well, I guess you get... Oh, the horse nodded in agreement to that.
He did.
Yeah. I guess if the horse agrees not to poop in the house, then that's enough. That's all you can ask, really. Well, I think you're the winner of the most unusual items in your house. I mean, that was even better than a signed picture of Nicolas Cage. Well, thank you, Cookie, and thanks to Jellybean and to, what's the horse's name again?
This is Snickers.
Snickers, that's right. Thanks to all of you, and thanks to all our wall watchers. If you want to be a part of the Wall of America, go to JimmyKimmelLive.com. You'll see all the information there. There's no better place to... It's exhausting. We have a fun show tonight. Comedian Jesse Elias is here from Masters of Sex. Lizzie Kaplan is with us. Sheila E. is sitting in with the Clean Tones. We'll be right back with John Hamm. comedian Jesse Elias from the AT&T stage. Tomorrow night, Wanda Sykes, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and we'll have music from 1,000 Horses on the show. Earlier this year, our first guest tonight ended his long run as Don Draper on Mad Men with a Coke and a smile and an unfiltered Lucky Strike to top it off. Next, he plays the voice of Herb Overkill in the new animated adventure Minions. It opens in theaters July 10th. Please welcome John Hamm.
Very well, thank you.
You must be very happy, and I'm making assumptions, but you must be very happy because you have this great show and people really, really love it. It's one of the classic shows, but sometimes these shows don't end well.
Right.
And your show had, Mad Men had such a great and clever and perfect ending.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
I mean, it really was great.
I was very happy with how it ended. I was very happy with how people appreciated how it ended, too. I mean, sometimes you do what you do, and sometimes people are angry or they're disappointed or whatever. But people were very they got it.
It's good, I guess, that people talk about it and they kind of want to. But for those who didn't see it, it ends. You're sitting cross-legged. You're meditating over a cliffside, and really, you seem to be at peace. And it has the potential at this point to be the worst ending in history.
Yes,
it really does. Yes. It's like if it ends there, you're like, oh, what the, you're But then it goes into the classic Coca-Cola commercial, like to buy a world of Coke, and now I don't think there's any debate about it, even though people have been debating.
Well, I was talking to a friend over the weekend, and he said he had the greatest joke. That he was he pitched me the greatest joke for another possible ending was. So as we push in on Don Draper, and as he's in this meditative state, and he's thinking of all of these things and what's going to happen, what's happening, he just opens his eyes and goes, "What's that?" That would have been another way to go.
It would have been a time traveler.
And so I'm really glad they didn't choose that particularly iconic ad campaigns.
I guess in a way, they must have. How long ago did you know how this show was going to end?
Matt, I think Matt Weiner, who writes the show, I think had kind of seized on this idea around about season 4.
Did he clear it with the people at Coca-Cola?
No.
He did not.
So there was a couple years process of clearing that with Coca-Cola. And
then you're screwed if Coke says no.
Say no thanks. You're like, all right, well, we'll call it Coca-Cola.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly, that would have been a bummer. Yeah, I guess you could have done a little bit, or you could have done like Where's the Beef or something like that. Yeah.
There's so many options.
It was beautiful. It was perfect. And congratulations on that show. This is kind of cool. You have I think we have it on the screen. In the Smithsonian Institute, this is your suit from Mad Men, your overcoat and hat in the Smithsonian.
I like the two dudes taking pictures of it on the right-hand side.
One of them has a hard hat.
I don't know why you need a hard hat to go to look at a suit.
No, you can never be too careful.
Wired to explode or something.
And Fonzie's jacket is in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, that's where you need a hard hat.
To me, the thing I would be most excited, I've not been to the Smithsonian, but is to see Fonzie's jacket and now to know that your character's...
There's Archie Bunker's chair.
Yeah.
There's some cool stuff there. So yeah, it was obviously, you can tell how thrilled I am. By the look
where's
on my
head?
Yeah. It was very early in the morning. We had to get up, we had a long day. It was a very early morning thing, but it was very cool. I mean, that's cool.
You've been shooting a movie in Atlanta since
yes, indeed.
The finale of the film?
With your former sidekick, Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis,
yes.
He's great. Do you have fun with Zach?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
It's impossible to not have fun with Zach.
He is a lot of fun.
And we're in Atlanta, and Zach's from the South. He's actually from North Carolina, but he has family all over the South. And so getting more than one Galifianakis in a room amps up the chaos level by sort of an exponential degree. So I got to see a lot of his cousins and his uncles and aunts. And
Galifianakis,
I think, is the plural of Galifianakis.
Now, you guys were at Bonnaroo.
We did.
Which is a big music festival.
Yeah.
All sorts of things.
In Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
Close to Georgia. All right. Good enough.
And you guys did something that, we have the video here. Now, you were throwing gummy bears into a singer's mouth
like you
on
do.
Stage. Yeah.
I don't know why that's weird.
Why were you doing this?
Zach and I were really bored on set one day.
I see.
And so we were sitting around, and I had a bag of gummy bears because I only eat candy on set because my body's a temple. And I threw one at him, and he caught it. And I was like, oh, well, I better throw another one
in his mouth,
see if that was a mistake.
Right.
Yeah, he caught it in his mouth. Like a dog.
Yeah.
That really likes gummy bears. And so I did it again. He caught it again, and I was like, well, I guess we're going to do this for the rest of the shoot. And then I added a musical element to it. I started whistling the plate spinning song, and then we would do it for the crew. And then we decided to do it on stage at Bonnaroo.
And, well, okay, there's John.
Oh.
And who's
now,
the singer?
I should say this guy, this is the lead singer of Belle and Sebastian, who saw me and Zach doing it and wanted me to do it to him.
Oh, and he's good at it too. Well,
and he's Scottish.
I have a really big mouth, and you want to try it because I am pretty good at this.
All right, well, let's look at the light.
I mean, I'm no Zach Galifianakis.
You one good one. Yellow, very visible.
All right,
ready?
Overhand,
we go nice and high.
Let's see how many we can over the line.
Okay.
I lost it in the light. I lost it in the light.
Am I getting too high?
I need a tap.
I'll go lower.
I should have quit while I was ahead.
Ready?
Throw the. Okay. Ready?
John Hamm, we'll be right back.
Let's do this. Who's this handsome herb fella? No, my name is Blurb. I'm a dungeon master. Prepare for torture, which I do. All right, are we comfy? Doesn't matter. This is torture. Wow, harder than I thought.
That is the voice of John Hamm and Minions, which is the sequel or the prequel to Despicable Me. It opens on July 10th. I have to say, I never saw Despicable Me. This movie is so good. It's so funny. Those Minions are crazy.
They are funny guys. When you meet them in person, the little Minions, they are amazing. They speak 900 languages, none of them well, and they'll make you laugh.
Who plays the voice of your wife?
Sandra Bullock.
Oh, wow, that's And do you tape that together?
No, it's weird because it takes so long to make an animated film. I mean, it took over 3 years to make this movie. I mean, there's so many moving parts and so many artists have to draw little frames and things like that it takes a long time. So Sandy Bullock has a lot going on in her life. It turns out she's busy.
Yeah,
and so she would come in and do her voiceovers when it was time, and then I would come in and do mine, and it just took a long time.
It seems very natural.
So yeah, we met at I finally got to meet my movie wife at a award show. I was like, "Aren't we married?" And she said, "Yeah," and that was it.
Relationships.
You can tell the chemistry bleeds off the screen.
Oh, I do want to ask you about something.
Yes.
In fact, you're the first guy I thought of when I saw the story about the St. Louis Cardinals and what cheaters they are. Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's important to say allegedly.
Yeah.
The news broke about this scandal.
Right.
On my phone from the New York Times.
Is that where it broke?
And I said, oh, wow, that's weird. And I read the story because I did my due diligence.
Yeah.
And then 150 people texted me what my opinion was on the Cardinals. And I had to remind everybody, I don't work for the St. Louis Cardinals at all. I just happen to be from St. Louis.
So you were not involved in this hacking?
I was not involved, no.
I imagine you in that little building with those guys going like this, no?
It turns out I had better stuff to do.
Oh.
I was not involved.
What penalty should the Cardinals suffer if indeed they were guilty of hacking?
Well, here's what I think is again what's great about my hometown of St. Louis and the organization, the St. Louis Cardinals. Thank you. I think that whoever is responsible should be punished as the organization has said. And I think that if it's a system-wide organizational thing, the organization should be punished. But if it's just some dude that stole somebody's password and broke into somebody's thing, that guy should go down.
All right.
That's how it works.
Are you willing to take the fall and be that guy to save your hometown baseball team?
I will.
John Hamm, an American hero, everybody. We'll see him in Minions July 10th. We'll be right back with Lizzie Kaplan. Masters of Sex. She plays the Johnson. Masters of Sex returns to Showtime July 12th. Please welcome Lizzie Kaplan.
Going to be a mistake.
You know, I haven't had a gummy bear in a long time, and I have to say, they're really good.
Which kind did you go for?
Whatever John threw into my face.
Oh.
Do you know John Ham? You're right, it was a mistake. It's always a mistake.
Yeah, this is it.
I'll talk for a while
Please
you're
do.
Let's see how long it takes you to eat a gummy bear.
It's going to take me a while. My mouth is very dry. Yes, I do know.
Spit it into my hand if you don't want. Yeah,
May
go
I?
ahead. Yeah. Yes, you may. Yes. You don't have mono or anything, do you?
Oh, yeah. I've got all sorts of things I forgot to mention.
By the way, now I have to finish it. You really didn't get far into this thing, did you?
I pre-moistened it for you. Better than what I had.
Okay.
But yes, I do know John Hamm.
You do? How do you know him?
I've known him for like 10 years. We did a pilot together 10 years ago. And I understand that he's the first guest and I'm the second guest, and that implies that he's like better than me and like more famous, but he's not better than me. I can tell you why.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I was getting the gum.
I ate it.
This is my interview.
I'm so sorry, Lizzie. You look great.
You want to join us?
She was just saying she's better than you, John.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but you know what? I think I'm better than you.
I'd like to know why.
Crazy.
Yeah, why? Go ahead with that.
So
Why are you better than John?
We did a pilot together.
That's true.
10 years ago.
That's
on
also true.
The WB. Rest
The
in
world's
peace.
best.
That's right. It was called Related. We had like a couple scenes together, I think. And then the show got picked up to series. It became a television show.
Every actor's dream.
Yes, right? And I didn't really get to spend more time with John, though, because one of us got fired after the pilot.
Spoiler alert. It wasn't Lizzie.
It was not.
Oh, no. What happened? Too handsome, right?
They went a different way.
They went.
I was recast by a woman.
A writer, actually. By an actor who's mostly a writer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's who replaced him. And he was the guy on a girl WB show, and he still got fired. That's not me.
Yeah. That's how good it was going.
It seems to have worked out, though. It seems to have gone okay.
Yeah, he's the first guest. I guess everything's great.
And that's how I'm better than Lizzie.
John, have you watched Masters of Sex? Is this a
I have
program?
not seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I have. I love it.
Are you shooting the show right now?
Yeah, we're halfway through shooting the show right now. I
For
was there
the third
today.
season,
Yes.
right? And so, which just started, and
no, it hasn't started. It will start.
it just starts on Sunday.
Yeah, the 12th. There's a
The
God, why are
12th,
you
yes,
asking
the
me
July
this?
12th
Yeah, July.
is
Sometime
exactly
in July,
right.
and it's definitely worth watching.
Did you work today?
I did. I was at work at 5 a.m. totally naked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost everyone on the show is required to be naked.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do there.
Yeah.
And it's strange because, you know, we're all friends now. We've known each other for years, 3 years. And it's a very odd thing to have seen your friends not only naked, but like naked and pretending to have sex with each other.
Yeah,
I had like a moment of clarity about that's weird. And if that was like a prerequisite for normal friendships, if you wanted to have plans, you'd have to send me a video of
Dinner parties would be more fun,
it
for
would
sure.
Be. It would be. It's very odd. And your ex-girlfriend goes out with my co-star, so I've seen both of them naked, but not having sex with each other.
Right.
Yeah, I have sex with him. She has sex with a woman.
Right.
And that girl's real-life husband is on the show this week having sex with somebody else.
Can I tell you something? That actually upsets me because for years I asked her to have sex with a woman and she said no.
Yes, Jimmy, you have to understand, these are masters of sex.
Yeah. We're not amateurs, Jimmy. You can't just ask anybody to do that.
Do you get comfortable after a while being naked on a movie set?
Yes, I think I get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It is what it is. You know, it's my birthday, for example. They keep trying to like make.
When?
It's on June 30th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Happy almost birthday. Wait, what? Are you expecting us to get you a gift? Why did you mention it's your birthday?
Well, because I asked for a day off on my birthday.
Right.
And not only would they not give me a day off on my birthday, but I get to spend my birthday exposing my breasts to a gorilla. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. In fact, a man in a gorilla suit.
Even worse in a way.
Is it?
Are they still casting?
Where's Sheila E. when you need her?
It worked out perfectly.
Wow,
that's why I asked for the day off.
How
I was
about
planning on doing that anyway. But now I paid for it.
Well, whatever you guys are doing over there, as embarrassing as uncomfortable as it might be, it's paying off for all of us because, number one, the show's really great. And number two, I'll tell you something. And I think I speak for a lot of people when I say, we love seeing you guys naked. We really do.
We like getting naked for all of you.
Lizzie Kaplan, everybody. Masters of Sex returns Sunday, July 12th on Showtime. We'll be right back with Jesse Elias.
Jimmy Kimmel Live. Our next guest is a young comedian from the Bay Area who, with your permission, is about to make his network television debut. Please give a warm talk show audience welcome to Jesse Elias.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I grew up near the city of San Francisco, and a while back, they passed a law banning the sale of Happy Meal toys. They were like, we don't want kids getting fat on junk food. So they outlawed the part of the Happy Meal kids don't eat. Like, to me, what they're saying with that law is they're like, we don't want kids getting fat on junk food, unless that's what they're really about. No posers. Doing this because you like burgers, not because you like A Bug's Life. Hey, I was a poser, man. I ate the food just because I wanted the toy, you know? They're like, collect all 6, but it's hard because each time it's random which one you get, you know? It's like Penguin driving his umbrella car for the 3rd time in a row. I wanted the Batmobile, damn it. I think they make more of the unpopular characters on purpose just to keep the kids coming back trying to get the one they want, you know? Like, future historians are going to dig up all this non-biodegradable crap we leave behind, and they're going to think the raccoon was the main character of Pocahontas. Yeah. A little bit about me. Growing up, my dad used to get on my case saying I need to make eye contact more often. I showed him. Well, yeah. But I had a good childhood, you know, growing up in the 90s. The 90s had better flavors, you know? Like, it was like, oh, sour green apple, blue raspberry, awesome. And then this other decade comes along and it's like pomegranate acai. It's like, shut up, man. Post 9/11 flavors, jeez. Yeah, I'm a flavor guy. I get angry about flavor things, you know? I hate the limited edition flavors, like limited time only. Like, come on, the Industrial Revolution happened. We have the means of production. Keep making the flavor. So, I feel like whoever invented Celebrity Jeopardy must have been a real jerk. You know, like, Celebrity Jeopardy, it's for charity. We're helping the community. Could they have picked more cruel and fickle conditions determining whether or not a person receives money? Like, hey, little Timmy, we know you need this bone marrow transplant to live, but turns out Joe Pesci doesn't know that much about the Ming Dynasty. Yeah, guess you're gonna have to die. All right, yeah, where are my ladies at? Ladies in the cave. This next joke is for you. Guys are stupid, right? Guys are always talking about their wiener size, like, my wiener's so big. But they're always talking about the size, though, never the mass. There's a difference, right? Like, consider mass per unit of volume. Like, hypothetically, your penis could occupy a cubic mile of physical space, but if it has the density of fog, like, what are you gonna say in that situation? You know, how big is it? Oh, we're standing in it right now. Thank you very much.
Jesse Elias, Yes, everybody. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks to John Hamm. Thanks to Lizzie Kaplan, Sheila E., and our show and tellers. Apologies to Matt Damon. Ran out of time again. Nightline is next. Please watch it. Good night.